Now moving on, America's inflation battle is showing signs of fresh intensifying. The Federal Reserve's preferred inflation gauge, the Personal Consumption Expenditure Index, that has risen to 4.1% in May from a year earlier, the fastest pace since 2023. Higher gasoline prices alongside rising costs for semiconductors, software and computer equipment linked to the AI infrastructure boom were among the biggest drivers. Core inflation, which strips out volatile food and energy prices, also accelerated to 3.4%, highlighting that price pressures are becoming more broad-based. The latest data has further complicated the Federal Reserve's path, with expectation for interest rate cuts fading as inflation remains well above the central bank's 2% target. Despite elevated inflation, the broader U.S. economy continues to spend. Inflation-adjusted consumer spending rose 0.3% in May, while real incomes increased for the first time in 4 months. Separately, first quarter GDP growth was revised higher to an annualized 2.1%. However, underlying inflation, that remains stubborn. Services inflation strengthened while prices for software and computer accessories jumped 14.5% from a year ago. The combination of steady growth and persistent inflation is raising concerns that interest rates may stay elevated for more than longer as previously expected. A sharp rise in fuel prices has emerged as both an economic and political challenge. Gasoline prices climbed to nearly $4.50 per gallon during disruptions linked to the Iran conflict and the Strait of Hormuz, before easing to around $3.9. While crude oil prices have fallen significantly since a peace agreement was reached, pump prices remain substantially higher than a year ago. President Donald Trump has accused oil companies of not lowering prices quickly enough, though industry experts note that refinery operations, transportation networks, and supply chain lags often delay the pass-through of lower crude prices to consumers.